All right, welcome back to another episode of the Lethal Library. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Dani.
And we are here to tell you another tale of true crime that Dani's got prepared for us. Quick shout out to listeners that are coming back every week and visiting our TikTok. We love your comments. We love your emails. So keep them coming. We love that you love the show. Or even if you don't love the show, you can tell us. But thank you guys for listening. So, Dani, what's in store for us today?
Don't be the nice guy.
Uh-oh.
For one Idaho man, being the nice guy got him killed. Do you really know your friend's friends? Today I'm going to tell you the story of Randy McKinney and Dovey Small, two lovers turned murderers.
No.
Sources used in today's episode are the South Idaho Press, that bitch, the Idaho Statesman,
Love her.
and the Times News.
Okay.
1981. Randy McKinney, age 19, and his girlfriend, Dovey Small, 27, arrived in Malad, Idaho on April 6, 1981. I have to tell you this. I love her name. Dovey Small. It's Dovey.
Dovey. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I thought it was Debbie.
It
Dovey
sounds like
Small.
such a petite, like it belongs like
It's like almost a movie star name.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's a very cute name. Quite the age gap, though. Very confusing with her being much older.
So I guess I could just tell you a little bit about Dovey Small. I really didn't have this in the story. Let me tell you a little bit about her background. She was raised a Roma. She didn't even learn English until she was 7.
Really? And she was here the whole time?
Yeah, in West Virginia. Her father died when she was 7, and some people say he was murdered. This is sad. She also lost her 3-year-old daughter in a car accident.
Oh my God.
And it almost killed her as well. She was driving from, so she's from West Virginia. She was driving from West Virginia to Omaha, and she went over a 150-foot cliff.
And she survived.
Her pelvis had to be wired together, and all of her teeth were knocked out.
Oh my God.
And her daughter died. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
she
it's
barely
a
made it.
tragic thing. And she also, when she was 21, her fiance was killed 3 weeks before their wedding in 1976. So
She's been through it.
she's been through it. And after her daughter died, drugs and motorcycle games were her
These
her
damn
out.
motorcycle games.
That was her out. Yeah. So, yes, there's an age difference, but I think she was a lost soul.
Searching for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she found comfort in these people that would take care of her, and
Mm-hmm.
so she was a vagabond, like just traveling and just
Yeah.
fitting in different places. So
Very interesting.
2 lines into the story and I'm already telling you about her. Anyway, they ended up in Malad after hitchhiking through several states, and they checked into a motel for the night. They were in Malad to see Small's sister, Ada Mangum, and Kathy Mangum before they continued their travels to Montana. Never could figure out why they were heading to Montana, but that was the end goal.
Okay.
Small's sisters lived in Blackfoot, Idaho, about an hour away. And just looking at the map, I think that they hitched a ride from like Salt Lake City
Oh my gosh.
through, well, they originally met in Arizona. McKinney and Small, they met in Arizona. They were hitchhiking through up to Montana, but they wanted to stop here in Idaho.
Got to see the sissies.
Yes. And Malad is about an hour away from Blackfoot, but it's on the trail. From, if I looked at the map, and it's like, oh, they hitched a ride like Salt Lake City area, right? But Small didn't want to stay in Idaho for long. She had a felony warrant in the
Uh-oh.
state. Don't know what it was for, but she had a felony
She
warrant.
said, yeah, we got to make it this a quick
I
trip.
just got to stop and see my sissies, and then we're out. The next morning, Ada and Kathy found a friend to drive them to Malad to pick up McKinney and Small and bring them back to Blackfoot.
Okay.
When her sisters arrived in Malad to pick them up from the motel, Small showed her sister Ada a handgun that was lying on the table of their motel room. McKinney stated, quote, "This is big time. No more penny ante."
No more what?
Penny ante?
Is that a term I'm not familiar with?
Ante, it's ante poker.
Like, oh, okay.
No more penny antes. Like,
We're doing the big stuff.
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That was kind of a unique thing that he said. I was like, oh, but ante is what you do, and
Like up the ante.
yeah,
Okay.
in poker. Okay. Later that evening, Ada called her friend. So they all went back to Blackfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like sissies. There was,
Probably very excited for a reunion.
Ada called her friend Robert Bishop Jr. to see if he would drive McKinney and Small to the interstate the next day so they could continue to hitchhike to Montana, because they were off the interstate at that point, right? Malad on the way, Blackfoot not on the way. Robert called back the next morning and said, yeah, I can do that for you. Sister Kathy watched as McKinney cleaned his gun while they were waiting for Robert. McKinney again stated he was going, quote, big time, and he was going to, quote, blow him away. Yeah.
The person that's coming to get them? Or does she maybe assume that they're robbing places?
He didn't specifically say it was Robert, but I just think he was talking a lot of shit because he had a gun.
It sounds like it.
And he's 19.
Yeah.
Robert arrived a short time later, and McKinney and Small loaded their stuff into the vehicle. The group, so I just want to make it clear who's here. It's Robert and McKinney and Small and both of her sisters, Ada and Kathy, that got into the car. They dropped Kathy off at her house. So now we're down to Robert, McKinney, Small, and her sister Ada. They dropped Kathy at her house and proceeded to the store to buy cigarettes, beer, and soda. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, ready to go.
It was decided that they would take the route through Arco, Idaho, towards Montana.
Okay.
They went this way because Small needed to make a quick stop in Arco.
For what?
She said a woman, Jackie Willis, owed her money for a car.
Damn it, Jackie.
They stopped at a couple of bars in Arco and drank some more beer and played pool. The group then packed up and went to the home of Denise Garner. Lots of names, so it's okay. Denise lived with Jackie Willis's son, Casey. So it was Jackie's son's girlfriend's house.
Okay.
And Small had known Casey as 17-year-old convicted felon for a while.
That's young for being a felon.
And that he was not in jail.
Right.
Small had helped Casey hide from the law a few times.
So we're all good friends here.
Yeah, we're besties. Casey said he would show them where his mother Jackie lived. Such a weird dynamic.
I know, like...
Oh, you want to know where my mom is? She owes you money? I'll take you there.
Yeah. Bring your gun.
I don't know if she said that your
Clean
mom
it
owes
on the
me
way.
money. She might have said, take me, your mom. I don't know.
Friends. Well, friends here, right?
Mm-hmm. Small and Ada rode with Casey in his car, and Robert and McKinney followed to go over to Jackie's house. During the drive, Small told Casey that she and McKinney had, quote, a peace, and if Jackie's husband gave them any trouble, she would blow his crap away.
They are ready to blow someone away.
That's kind of...
They're almost like itching for it.
Yeah. And Small earlier had pointed the gun out of the window of the car and shot at a house.
Oh, we're just casually doing drive-bys now. Just for shits and gigs.
And in these small towns...
I'm surprised they didn't have a bunch of people after them.
So they finally get to Jackie's, McKinney took the gun back from Small because, quote, he didn't want her to do something stupid.
I feel like there's a propensity for stupidity from both of these parties, but sure, whoever's the responsible one in the moment, who's the least drunk?
Yeah, and drugs, I'm sure. Drugs, lots of drugs. So it got heated at Jackie's house when Jackie refused to give Small any money.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. They left empty-handed and went back to Casey and Denise's house. On the drive back, Small told Casey that her and McKinney were going to kill Robert because he had a lot of money, credit cards, and a nice car.
Oh. So they're going to take it out on poor Robert? He had nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
You didn't have the balls to shoot someone who did owe you money. I'm not saying they should have, but you talked all this game. If we don't get what we want, and if you feel rightfully owed, you couldn't do it there, but you're just like...
The guy that gave you a ride?
Yeah, so strange.
Back at Casey's house, Robert sat on the couch in the living room and played around with some of the kids over there.
Just entertaining the kids.
Yeah.
And Ada and Kathy, this is like their friend, right?
It's Ada's friend, yeah.
And you're just chill, like, oh,
everybody's chill.
Oh, bummer.
He's just probably literally sitting on the... He offered to give these guys a ride. He was kind of now into it. Like, okay, I'll just hang out and wait until you guys figure out when you want to leave. That's what I imagine happened.
And there, like you said, there's some drugs involved. So we're all just having a grand old time.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Partying.
McKinney and Small went into the kitchen. Denise was in and out of the kitchen, but Casey stood nearby. And he overheard Small tell McKinney that they had to leave the state because she has a warrant.
Yeah, they got to get out of there.
And she just had that altercation at Jackie's.
And they're shooting at houses. Like, whoopsie, we did some drive-bys on accident. We might want to leave.
McKinney said, quote, well, let's go get the job done and get out of here.
Ugh.
This is not going well.
No.
Small said, quote, Casey owes me one. And then she asked Casey if he would kill Robert.
And now you can't even do it after talking all this shit. What's going on here?
Casey said, nope.
He's like, yeah, y'all, I know we like to get crazy. I mean, I'm a felon. We like to party, but you're kidding. This is escalating. Why would I kill I mean, he's playing with the kids.
Yeah. McKinney said he would take Robert out to the desert, shoot him, and then burn the body. And Small said, quote, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's a totally normal conversation.
In front of other people.
Very brash, and
we got to do what we got to do.
Lots of audacity is happening here.
Let's just kill the guy that's giving us a ride to the interstate.
Yeah, burn his body in the desert. We know how to do that.
I do not know what's going on here, but for some reason, Sister Ada called the owner of a local bar, the Antler Club, to let them know they would be down in a few minutes. Are they like special celebrity?
Maybe they're very popular in this town. They're like, Ada's coming, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe
I have never pre-called a bar and said, I'm coming.
We'll be down soon. Please make sure the paparazzi isn't there.
Right, Joe.
What is happening?
I don't get it. Don't need
drugs. Maybe they're like, have our cocaine ready. I don't know.
Casey and Denise stayed home wisely. Stay home with those kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do not go. Robert's down. He drove the rest of the group down to the bar, and somebody on the drive suggested they go target shooting with McKinney's gun.
Obviously, as you do. It sounds like this is probably evening time as well. Like, let's go shoot some guns. Maybe even, we've had enough of the drive-bys. Let's go target shooting.
Robert and McKinney left after they dropped Small and Sister Ada off at the bar. We're going to go shoot some guns on the desert. We'll be back. Ladies, go have a drink.
There will be gunshot, I feel.
15 minutes later, McKinney came back and said, quote, "Let's go."
That was quick.
It was very quick. The women saw Robert's car, but he wasn't around. When they asked about Robert, McKinney said he had, quote, "shot him once in the stomach and 5 times in the head."
Excessive. And also, I mean, so who all's at the bar?
So it's Small and her sister, Ada.
You're saying this in front of Ada? Like, did you not like this dude very much? Or was this just some guy that was obsessed with you or something?
And
Or...
Ada was the one that called him.
Yeah.
Ada called and was like, "Hey, yo."
Why didn't they feel the need to lie and be like, oh, he wasn't feeling good, but said we could still use his car?
No, it was just McKinney and Robert.
Yeah.
That went out to go shoot the gun. So there was 4 people in the car. McKinney went with Robert to go shoot his gun.
Target practice. All very weird.
It is weird.
It's
Drug fueled, I imagine.
mm-hmm.
Small and Ada said that they didn't believe him. Well, you didn't shoot him. So McKinney says, "I'll show you."
Weird. Now we're going on a field trip.
Field trip. The group drove Robert's car to an old gravel pit just outside of town where they saw Robert lying on the ground. Ada lost it and became hysterical. She said, "You take me back to Blackfoot. I am done with this shit." Like, she was over it.
So what did you think of all the previous conversation? I mean, I don't know how you can be like, oh, we're just joking around. We have tons of friends from all different backgrounds and no one's like, you know what? Dani said something to me. I'm going to take her to a gravel pit and shoot her brains out. And everyone's like, oh, Steph, Joker, Steph. She's so fucking funny. She's cleaning her gun now. She said she's going to blow her ass away. Oh, now they're going on a field trip. What?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm glad that someone was like, what the fuck? But Ada,
What did you think was going to happen?
what? Okay.
Small said, quote, "You didn't have to shoot him." And McKinney replied, quote, "He had proved his love of his woman."
Okay. Yeah, y'all are high as fuck. Because, for one, Miss Smalls, you knew about this. And 2, how is that proving your love?
I mean, we got to do what we got to do, right?
No, we're big time. I told you I was doing the big time. I'm a certified gangster.
So they
God.
dropped hysterical sister Ada off at her house in Blackfoot and headed back over to Sister Kathy's house. Small had told her that McKinney had shot Robert. She's like, "Sis, my guy here killed Robert. You know, the nice guy playing with the kids and giving us a ride? Dead." Not quote.
How did Kathy react?
Well, Kathy then asked for Robert's leather jacket, and
Oh my
Small gave it
God.
to her. And I just thought this was in the context of a memento, a keepsake for him. That's how she was asking for this stuff. So Small gave it to her. But then Kathy also asked for his wallet.
But they wanted the wallet.
And they said, "No, you cannot have that for a keepsake. Thank you."
We actually wanted that for our keepsake.
Mm-hmm.
For a memento. I'm floored.
I'm just saying, if I found out somebody was shot, I wouldn't be like, and that my sister's boyfriend shot them. I'd be like, "Can I have his leather jacket?"
I love it's just such.
I'd
a
be
nice
like, "Get the
jacket.
fuck out of my house."
Well, and why did
And I'm calling the cops after you leave.
Exactly. Like, and just that they also had the audacity to tell Kathy after Ada responded so badly.
Oh,
Like, oh, Ada's having a heart attack. Let's tell Kathy too. I'd be like, we got kind of a bad reaction on that one. We didn't read the room, apparently. So maybe we just don't tell Kathy and we just say,
skedaddle.
you know, he let us use his car or what the hell?
So after the wallet denial, McKinney and Small drove to Pocatello and used Robert's credit card to buy gas.
Now they got them cards they were wanting so bad.
They called Ada and said they were coming back to Blackfoot to get Small's dog.
And you forgot the dog? They are fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I forgot the dog. And all this murder business and hysterical sisters and stealing credit cards and buying gas.
If you're shooting up houses and shooting people, you might just, if you forgot the dog, you might want to cut your loss at that point. I'd be a little paranoid.
I'm going to tell you. Basically, this whole scenario was the dog's fault.
Oh.
Everything. The dog was the murderer.
That dog, you know, it was holding the gun with its opposable thumbs.
You should have seen him.
You can train a dog to do just about anything these days.
Very tempted. So, Ada told her husband and his friends about the shooting, and the police had already been called. Somebody had already called the police. So, by the time these yahoos were fucking driving back to get her dog, the cops already knew. Like, nobody's keeping quiet. Because somebody was rational. Somebody said,
oh,
we don't be shooting people
in a gravel pit. Like, and telling, why did they even tell anyone? Like, just say that he said, I got to go home, I'm sick, but use my car. People wouldn't have found out for days, maybe. Who knows? But you have to tell the sisters.
I shot somebody. I shot somebody. I shot somebody. I shot somebody. He's dead. He's dead. That's what they did.
And then they're telling other people immediately, like.
Well, Ada was fucking she was.
That's what's confusing is she sounded like she was very down.
Situation, which I hoped I would never be in a situation where somebody told me they shot somebody. I would be very calm.
Yes.
Take me home, lock my fucking doors, tell my husband and call the cop. I would be telling my husband the same time I was telling the police.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No. I'd be like, okay, I'm not hysterical. I'm calm.
Oh, cool. You're big time. No penny ante here. Wow. Very cool. Cool story, bro.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, I do need to get home though. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wash my hair.
Yeah, bye.
So, anyways, Ada had
blabbed,
and everybody was calling the cops. Like, okay, so they were waiting for them to pick up the murder dog. So McKinney and Small were stopped by a police officer outside of Ada's house because they were waiting for them. This astounded me. McKinney got out of the car and walked straight for the police officer.
Ugh.
It's a small town. Very small. I don't know. I didn't look. I should have looked it up.
Lad's very tiny, and especially this is in the 80s.
This is in Arco.
Oh, okay.
Wait, maybe they're in Blackfoot. They're in Blackfoot.
Blackfoot's
Still small.
tiny.
Whatever. Well, they're all little. So he got out of the car and walked straight for the officer. And I think that this just took the cop back. Like, he's like, whoa. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the officer returned to his patrol car, probably calling for backup.
Yeah, he's walking up to me. He's not running.
Not scared. He's being aggressive. So when the officer returned to his patrol car, McKinney just walked into Sister Ada's house.
Nothing to see here. Just getting the dog. They can't pull me over. They can't stop me.
Small had taken off too. She was later found hiding in Sister Ada's bathroom.
You're not getting away.
No.
They're already there.
So we did take a break.
We did. We made an oopsie. So if you've noticed a difference in the sound.
We left the fan on.
Sorry about that.
Because it'd be hot in here.
It does get hot in here. But if you notice a change, we're sorry.
Sorry.
We don't really want to re-record it though. So please forgive us if there is a weird sound quality for the first 25 minutes or so. Our deepest apologies. We are not professional.
And we didn't even realize it.
No, I cannot believe it. We did not realize it the whole time until I just looked at it and was like, Oh.
Damn it.
So anyway, we're back. Hopefully the sound is good for you. Love you guys so much. Thanks for bearing through that.
All right. So when McKinney's in the house, he asked Sister Ada what she had told the police. And Ada's husband yelled, quote, "What the hell do you think she said? She told the truth."
And now you're coming over here to get your dog. Like,
The murder dog.
you should have just kept on your merry little way.
McKinney responded, quote, "Well, looks like I'm going for murder."
I can't believe the cops let him walk in there knowing that they were the... What if he wanted to do a big time and now, because he knows he's going and all the drugs involved, he's like, well, pop, pop, pop.
I think maybe this is what I'm envisioning. Like in my head, like the police officer that was sent there was not expecting that reaction.
No.
And so then can you imagine pulling up on somebody being like, "I'm going to get you. Come talk to me." And they're like, "I don't give a fuck what you're wearing. I don't give a fuck what badge you are."
And just boom, boom, boom.
And just, yeah, charging at you, basically. He charged at him. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit, I need backup." I would have got back in my car, too.
I'm surprised they didn't already have backup. I would have been expecting
Well,
a big police chase.
but also maybe they were thinking, oh, it's rumors, because they hadn't found a body yet. So they're like, all right, somebody called and said they shot somebody. We're just going to go check it out. But I don't know. I
Very
just think
strange.
it was a small time, like small time city, town, like very tiny.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they were expecting that reaction from McKinney, and they weren't prepared for it.
No, clearly.
Clearly, big time. Police came into the house, and Ada again told the police that McKinney had shot Robert. And I'm imagining a lot of screaming and freaking out.
Well, because I'd be like, why did you let him walk in
Why
here?
is he here? I just told you, like, we told you, and then you just let him walk into our house. Like, I'd be
Yes.
scared if I was Ada.
Same.
But once the police were in the house, because he said, McKinney said, yeah, I'm catching a murder charge, right? But once the police were in the house, he was like, quote, "I didn't kill anybody."
Now we're finally trying some self-preservation here. Okay. Sure, bro.
It was the dog. McKinney was placed in custody. They searched Robert's car and found a .22 caliber handgun in a purse. We know it was Small's purse. And Robert's wallet. Small and Ada showed the police where Robert's body was.
But he didn't kill anybody. How did he know?
Right. Robert was only 25.
My God.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be, he thought he was a member of the gang, like our little party.
Oh, you need me to help
friends.
you out? I got you.
Yeah, playing with the kids, driving you around.
Probably had a good job. I did try to find at least an obit, and I couldn't. So my apologies. I wish I knew more about him. But he's from Pocatello. That's it. And he was 25. And I hate that because I really do want to know a little bit more about him. But I just think he was a good guy. Probably had a decent job and had enough money to have a car.
He was like the richer friend in the group or something and thought that he was friends with everyone, but people were talking about killing him hours before his murder. And
he's just hanging out. He's like, yeah, I'll give your friends a ride.
Gosh, what a
sister
shame.
ride. It's bullshit. And I bet you Ada feels so much guilt. I don't think that was her intention at all. But also, did you not pick up on the clues that was being thrown? Big time, penny ante, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. We're gonna take
And
his car.
she should have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Anyway.
Psychos.
McKinney was interviewed by the police later that night. He said he wasn't an narco, but eventually he started to cry. and said he accidentally shot Robert while they were target shooting.
You took them to the body.
She did.
Oh, okay.
Small did, and sister Ada did. So he's like, I wasn't even in Arco.
Yeah, okay.
But then he broke down, started to cry. It was an accident. He blamed the fucking dog.
How?
He said the little dog was nipping at his heels. But he couldn't remember anything after that but going back to the bar to get the girls and then showing them the body.
None of that makes logical sense.
Murder dog.
If you didn't remember killing someone, how do you remember to take them back and show them where the body is?
McKinney was charged with first-degree murder, robbery, conspiracy to commit murder, and conspiracy to commit robbery. Ah, so much.
No shit.
Small was not charged, but she is being held as a material witness.
Okay.
She was finally interviewed, and in exchange, she will be released. The deposition was in front of McKinney, and his attorney cross-examined her. That'd be intimidating.
Very. Yeah.
In September, Small is charged with first-degree murder, aiding and abetting, conspiracy to commit murder, and conspiracy to commit robbery. She was also pregnant with McKinney's child. And she was released on September 17th. So part of the reason that she was released was big pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't, in these small towns, they don't have the facility.
No.
For
a lot of people at all.
Let alone a pregnant woman who needs to go to a doctor and all that kind of stuff. But also part of that thing was like, you got to give it, because she's being held like Samara. Remember back?
Yes.
We're just going to hold you until you tell us something. And so she's like, fine, I will tell you something. So they did do that. And that was a condition of her being released. Not Samara. She was 10 toes down.
Oh.
She's like, I'm here forever.
Yeah, I'll stay in here.
On November 2nd, 1981, McKinney's trial begins. I just want to say I'm still amazed how fast they push these trials through.
Yeah, they are ready to go.
A firearms expert, Richard Craven, testified that the weight of the trigger pull of the .22 caliber gun was one of the heaviest he'd ever encountered.
So you have to be really trying to shoot this gun. Especially, I think it was 6 times, 5 times in the head, 1 time in the stomach.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was what you're going to hear a little bit more about from a pathologist. But the gun was passed to the jury so they could test it themselves, which blew my mind. Sitting in a jury box going, click,
that's a little
click,
strange.
Click. They did. Small was unable to testify at the trial.
Because of the marriage, or?
They were not married.
Oh.
She was in the hospital due to complications of her pregnancy.
Oh.
But parts of her deposition were used. She literally gave birth during this trial.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. A pathologist testified Robert was shot once in the chest and 4 times in the head at close range. Based on the amount of blood found in Robert's lungs, it was determined that the shots in the head occurred, this is important, 5 to 10 minutes, up to 1 to 2 hours after the chest shot.
Oh. But he was back in 15 minutes.
Just keep that in your pocket.
Okay.
Bullet fragments found during the autopsy were consistent with the ones fired from the gun found in Robert's car. McKinney testified at his own trial.
Oof.
He said he accidentally shot Robert because Small's murder dog was nipping at his pant leg while Robert was setting up the bottles for target practice.
Why would you be like,
pointing the
this
gun?
dog is biting my ankle. 5 shots.
What?
You got to think of something better than that. Say he attacked you or something. Say he came on to you.
Murder dog.
The dog was biting my heels, so I had to shoot my acquaintance.
I don't know if you've ever been target practice. Nobody is pointing a gun at the targets while somebody is setting up said targets. That's not how that works. But dude, don't shoot me. I'm just gonna go set up these bottles. How about nobody points the fucking gun up?
Yeah.
Ready? That's anyway. It's a stretch, sir. It's a
More
stretch.
than a stretch. I don't even know what to call that. Like, I was aiming at the bottles that my friend was placing, pointing the gun at him, and whoops.
Put the fucking gun down, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anyone would be like, excuse me?
Why are you pointing the gun while I'm setting up?
We're not ready.
Yeah. Not ready. Murder dog.
Jesus.
When Robert fell to the ground after being shot, and this is McKinney's testimony, right? So when Robert fell to the ground after being shot, he went to town and grabbed the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember, like, I shot them, blah, blah, blah. They returned to the scene of the crime, and Small, for some reason, just grabbed the gun, and she went up and shot Robert in the head several times. McKinney also denied any pre-planned murder / robbery. Except for their big time, no more penny ante.
Telling people that you're literally going to kill this dude to take his credit cards. Yeah, sure.
Oh, except for that. There's no pre-planned. Nothing. It was the fucking dog.
Yeah, if that damn dog wouldn't have bit me, I wouldn't have shot my friend.
On November 12th, after 3 hours of deliberation, the jury came back guilty on all charges.
Easy peasy, apparently.
Yeah. So, like, can the dog get convicted?
That's 10 days after the trial starts.
Yeah. No, and it happened in June. Yeah. In June. That's not Koberger's fucking, what, 2.5 years in?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Did you see the selfie?
Yeah, what a fucking creep.
Who buttons the top button?
Trench coat button to the top.
Fucking weirdo. Okay. In February of 1982, Small's trial begins. McKinney refuses to testify and pleads the fifth. He was found guilty, but he hasn't been sentenced. It's also his baby mama. Even though he said, well, she actually killed him because she just took the gun and fucking shot him in the head. On March 4th, after 2 hours of deliberation, the jury found Small guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, robbery, and conspiracy to commit robbery. I don't understand all these charges.
They're just trying to get whatever they can, I think.
And Idaho does. They're like, we're going to just slam him.
Just in case they can't, there's appeals on one thing.
And it is just a case, because it's coming. After the sentencing hearing on March 27th, McKinney was sentenced to death.
Ooh.
He was also sentenced to fixed life for robbery, plus a consecutive 15 years for a firearms enhancement, an indeterminate 30 years for conspiracy to commit murder, and an indeterminate 30 years for conspiracy to commit robbery.
Wowie, wow.
No, they're like fucking done.
Because you think about that, what if you conspire to commit a murder or a robbery and you never do it? 30 years for each?
Don't be planning murders, kids.
It's just a bit, I'm not saying it's wrong because, Jesus, but wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Those big time and penny ante comments came back.
They came up to show him, you want big time? Here's your big time.
Here's your big time, bro.
You are big time.
On June 18th, Dovey Small was sentenced to 2 life sentences.
Yikes.
I still don't understand how you can get 2 life sentences when only one person died, but that's not, maybe with more practice I will understand. The defense says it's excessive because she wasn't there. She didn't actually do the murder. And the prosecution said it's not enough because the guy that shot her got death, had the death penalty. Both the prosecution and the defense appealed the conviction.
They're like, oh, that's too little for you, or that's too much for us. Well,
The
it's too much for us.
prosecution wanted her to have the death penalty. She would have been the first.
They were going hard.
Yeah, she would have been the first woman up for the death penalty. And as we know, Carla Windsor was it, but they wanted her.
She was going to be the first one.
So here we are. Pills, 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 pills. So that was 82. Okay. In 89, McKinney did have an execution date set, but of course it was stayed. And there's so many appeals. I'm just going to highlight a couple. In 1993, McKinney files an affidavit stating that Small was innocent and he killed Robert alone.
Okay, real convenient for you to say that now.
It's like 12 years later or something.
Yeah, damage is done.
Yeah.
If that's the truth.
Well, I do think that he killed him alone, but he was just trying, because there was testimony that Robert could have survived the gunshot wound.
So if they come back and he's like...
And then Small popped him in the head 4 times. That's what actually killed him. But now he's feeling like an asshole because he actually shot him 5 times for blaming this lady. So in 1989, Joan Fisher comes on the scene. Joan Fisher has been in previous podcasts.
Yep.
She's represented Brian Langford, Paul Rhodes, we have not done on my list. David Card, not on my list. And Timothy Dunlap, which we did.
Yes.
Because she is a badass attorney.
This is her wheelhouse.
She gets people off death row. So Joan Fisher is trying to get McKinney off death row. She wants the conviction voided. And she told the Idaho Supreme Court that McKinney's trial attorney was denied key prosecution information and that he did not get effective legal representation.
It's a good route to try.
So in my research, there was prosecution notes. And remember how hard it was for them to pull the gun? One of the notes said, tighten the barrel. Inside thoughts, sir?
Yeah. Interesting.
Remember how that firearms expert was like,
impactful.
this is the toughest trigger.
So if a dog did bite you, you would still have to be trying.
Their whole thing, I didn't say that. Their whole thing was they didn't think that Small could have pulled that trigger. She was a tiny woman. That was kind of their thing that they were.
I hear that, but I can't imagine a trigger too hard to pull, even if you've tightened it. Like if you want to pull it.
But that's what they were saying. No,
It's a frail woman can't. I'm like,
In 2009, the court ruled that McKinney was entitled to be resentenced due to the ineffective counsel at his capital sentence hearing. And this was all based on not bringing up childhood stuff and, that whole rigmarole that they do. Like,
sure.
I was abused as a child and I had this issue and that issue. He was not his IQ was, I think it was an 86 or an 87. Low, but not
In the range of
Right.
competence.
Right.
Okay.
So he had a lot of that going on. But instead of resentencing him, the parties agreed to a fixed life term. And I think this might have come from the reason that they decided to take off the death penalty. It's a hot, hot mess. But also, at this point, so much later, and we've seen this in other cases, they would literally have to do almost
Another
whole new
trial.
trial to determine. And so they're just like, let's not. And money's a huge. All of these cases that we've been doing, like, I don't hear about it now as much, but these cases in the 80s and 90s, it was all about the money that these counties were spending.
Yeah.
And they had to do tax levies to pay for these.
Damn.
Literal tax levies. So you're going to pay $50 more a year in your
And now
taxes.
the whole county's pissed.
Because they're legally obligated to defend
And do a whole new trial.
murder dogs and this guy. So I kind of get that, like, and I don't.
And with the passage of time, I think that prosecution knows that since it isn't fresh, that might become a factor with a jury. Like, gosh, this was so long ago. They've already done all this time. Or maybe even they have trouble connecting with the crime.
And
because
people's attitudes change.
It feels like ancient history. It's like, yeah, I wasn't even born in that time. Or so
And
it's
people's
hardest to
attitudes
connect.
change about there's not as much heat or not as much, you know.
Yeah.
They're not pissed off. You're
They
right.
didn't see all the, headlines and
Or know somebody who knew somebody or whatever. Like, it's.
yes, there's
right?
a separation that happens.
Yeah. So, like, we're not going to do that. Let's just agree not to kill you. And you're going to be in prison for life. And he was 19. I know. Young.
That
And
is
we
so
all know
crazy.
that this is not developed yet.
No.
No, their brain is not developed yet.
And
But
especially being on all the fucking drugs. Oh my God.
I did stupid shit when I was a kid. Never murdered anybody, but I mean, I can look back and be like, oh,
Your
God.
bravado and the confidence
Yeah.
that you have in your decisions and, the ease in which you make a decision and
But not okay.
no.
You can't go.
Not for the murdering. I mean,
No. He could have jacked his. You know what he could have done?
steal the car.
Yeah.
Steal
He
the
could have
wallet.
left him at the shooting range, took the murder dog and his gun in the car, and took. Because
Hightail it out of there.
how many people, like, I'm going to go to target practice, but I got to make sure my wallet's in my. No, your wallet's in your car. Your purse is in the car. He probably could have just fucking left.
Yeah, said, hey, go set up those bottles. Boop.
Boom. I'm out. He's 5 miles out of town.
Yeah, go pick up your girl and
Boom.
hightail it out of there. And then figure it out once you cross the state lines because she's got a fucking warrant.
Yeah. Dumb.
Again, why was this? It's like they were just itching for it. Such a strange, like they just wanted to do it just to do it, to be big time.
No more penny ante.
So strange.
I wish I knew what happened to the dog.
Yeah, who got custody of the dog?
And how it's her daughter, his daughter. They had a baby. Yeah. It's a lot. Can you imagine? The parents are both like, anyway. Maybe Sister Kathy or Sister Ada took care of the baby. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to jump. So 2009, we're going to jump to 2018. And there's, of course, still appeals. Small, I know, went in front of pardons and paroles trying to get out. But Small did pay with her life. Small passed away after an extended illness on March 29, 2018. She was 64. She had Parkinson's disease.
Oh, gosh. Imagine being in jail with Parkinson's. I'm not excusing what they did, but that would suck.
And I was trying to find like a lengthy obituary. It was basically like a death notice, very tiny.
Okay.
But you know what was amazing to me?
What?
There were so many comments
Really?
from women who were in prison with her. And I'm not excusing her behavior by any way, but I think she was kind of like a mom or a grandma to a lot of these young ladies. She's like, there was like comments that you taught me, how to be strong, and you gave me strength and I didn't know I could have it. And just talking about playing cards, and like
Yeah.
she was afraid, she was not going anywhere. And she had been there for such a long time. She was really kind of a rock to a
Making
lot
a
of these young
positive
women.
impact.
Yeah, as much as she could, even though this shit was wrong. So I just had to share that.
That's good. I'm glad that you shared that because we all know that jail is not rehabilitative.
No.
There's nothing in there that is going to automatically make you a better person or fix you. It's oftentimes going to teach you to use even more of those negative skills that you may have had with manipulation or, you and doing what you have to do to survive. It's not a place that's going to just make you better. So knowing that at least she was being good to those around her, wasn't like running a fucking gang in there or something.
Right.
Or, being a hellion. So that's good to hear.
So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, because I did look her up and I was like, oh wow. I mean, a lot. I didn't even get through them all.
Wow.
There was a lot of, and it was sometimes like the last time I talked to you was in 88. The last time I talked to you was in 96.
Oh,
like
so very
generational women going to prison.
and had met her
Yeah.
and interacted. Wow. That is so interesting.
And she found God during her, from the night jailer when she was originally, while she was pregnant, and the night jailer introduced her to his wife.
Really?
And that meant when she got released during that time where she was pregnant, they actually took her in.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't write any of this stuff down, so it's all from memory. But they took her in and she found God. She was a godly woman. And yeah.
Sounds like
She was trying to do,
she turned herself around. It was too late.
It was too late, but
yeah.
she was thankful for those. She was so grateful for those people because she had been a nomad and just searching for something her whole life.
Yeah, like you said.
And I'm not defending her by any means. That's so wrong what happened to Robert. But when you're in that kind of a shitty situation where you're sitting there and somebody offers you something that gives you hope and makes you a better person, whatever it may be, good.
Yeah, it's good to hear that she made such a positive impact and didn't turn like Creech with this fucking slicey dicey shit.
Right. It's not like that. Right. So
good
she's like, this is my life. I'm going to take what I got. I'm going to try to do good with it. But still, don't be killing people
in a situation like that.
And currently in 2025, McKinney is 63 and currently at the Idaho State Correctional Institution.
Just chilling there. I wonder if he had any interactions with other people that we've...
Well, probably, but he was taken off death row in...
Right, you're right.
09.
So he could have interacted with Creech, though, because he's been there for fucking...
Yeah.
Ever.
Literally a lifetime. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.
Interesting story for sure. And just crazy when, you try to put yourself in someone's shoes of what someone was thinking at the time. And this was a wild one for that. So many parties just being like, yeah, they're talking about killing someone. He's cleaning his gun, saying he's going big time. Like, no one was like, the vibes are a little off. Like, are we okay?
Let's go get some beer and shoot some pool.
Yeah, what did you mean by that?
Where's the gun?
So I invited my friend to take you to the interstate like you need, and you want to kill him? Like, was that a weird joke? No one was like,
Laughing.
huh? What was that?
Yeah.
But very, very strange for sure.
I want to thank everybody for listening.
Yes.
And please review and rate on wherever you're listening. That helps us
Yes,
out a
we
lot.
love to see a review. You can even leave like comments on Spotify and stuff, just what you thought of the episode or questions you have. Again, you can always email us too. We've been getting more emails lately and we love them. But the lethal library at gmail.com, shoot us an email if you have further questions, but anything that you want to go over or have questions on, and we're happy to respond, and we might do it on the pod or we might just send you an email, however it goes. But yeah, you guys have been awesome. We're getting so many funny comments and interaction, and we love to see it. So thank you.
And tell all of your murder mystery friends about us. Word of mouth is the best.
Yes, yes. Thank you for doing all of that. So anyway, that's what we've got for you today. 10-4 rubber ducky.
Fuck yeah.